Okay, my name is Delroy Elliott. I am 57. I know I don't look it. I'm 57. My claim to fame, I was born opposite Wembley Stadium.
Oh wow. Okay. Even I didn't know that.
So basically, let me see, where should I start? When I was growing up, my life was sex, drugs, and reggae music. Interested in hardly anything else. I was studying carpentry. But as time went on, I would say I was enjoying life. And when it comes to the sexual side, I had different women all over the place that I could go to, spend time with, and do what we did back then. I've been saved 34 years
Wow.
and got saved at 22. But like I said, lifestyle before, to be honest, I was enjoying it because I never knew anything else. I thought this was the norm. I thought this is the rest of my life. I can live like this and enjoy myself. But deep down, really deep down, there was still something missing here that I couldn't explain. But life in general was okay. And it came to a time where, how should I put it? Life was kind of, at 18, I had a son. 19, I was kind of trying to get engaged. Well, I got engaged, but I didn't really take it seriously. I just did it to keep her quiet.
And
Um,
that was at 19 years old, you said?
I was about 18, 19,
18,
around
19.
that. Yeah, I was
Uh-huh.
engaged to get married. Um, Again, that didn't work out too tough. Because of I would say my attitude, because I was only interested in learning my college to be a carpenter. I'm a qualified carpenter, and I just wanted to study and get that done. And she wanted me to stop studying and get a job and proper job. I was earning 42 pound a week.
Now, so
42.
I'm going to pause you there, Delra, because now that you're talking about carpentry and your building trade and stuff, I must let people know as well that when I was really young as well, I think probably just early 20s, and I was trying to find some extra work and all sorts, you were one of the people who actually invited me to work for you.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and so yeah, we come a long way. So it's just yeah, just to remind people that as well that you're probably one of those people who supported me as well when it came to sort of like trying to find work, early days when I was just trying to find extra work and stuff, which is pretty cool. So yeah, sorry, carry on.
Yeah. So basically, my whole concentration was just um learn my trade. I'm the youngest out of four boys, so I'd always have my brothers like on my case, study, study. My mom, study, study. I was the only person that got qualification in my family, and but I had a lot of support behind me. So I'm the last of four, so that makes me the what do you call it?
Last
They
born,
have a yeah, they have a name for it, in it? Spoiled, yeah,
the,
spoiled child,
the spoilt born.
spoiled child, mother's child. Yeah, because if I wanted something, I would just say, Mom, I need this, I need that. And then she would find a way of getting it. And we would then turn around and literally have literally what I want. So childhood, if I wanted something, I would get it. But it was just my mom bringing us up. My dad left when I was two. So I never really grew up understanding about relationships, about husband and wife and all that kind of stuff. But there was something in me that kept saying, I must get married. I remember when I was about 11, uh, I was going out in with this girl in just before I went secondary school, primary
Mhm.
school, and I got married in her garden.
Wow.
There was
And is
something
this is
in.
this the same girl you were talking about, that one at 19?
No, no, this is someone else.
Right.
I got engaged. She was half Arab, half English.
Uh-huh.
And so that I don't know why. I never grew up with my mom and my dad together. It's just, I don't know. Growing up, I just wanted to get married.
Hmm.
Anyway, we kind of um my mindset was just attitude of whatever. I was just like, whatever, whatever. Yeah, okay,
So
whatever.
Delroy, so let me just so you grew up without a dad. Where do you think that desire to get married came from? Because obviously you didn't have a dad in the house, and where do you think that desire came from?
I would say it's God from day one, but I couldn't say it at the time because it was I was 11. I was 10, 11. And in 18, never like focused on God and church or anything like that. I only started going to church like properly 22 when I got saved and I accepted Christ into my heart. So I don't know. I just wanted to get married. So as time went on, I got into what we used to call sound systems. So we used to go places and play music and challenge other sounds from different areas. And at the end of the night, they do a big vote who won, and we'd win trophy and all that. And we were called Tipperton. So we would play against big sounds like Saxon Cucks and all that. They were like it was a big thing back then because you had music like Lovers Rock that hadn't
Mm,
really that came into this country through us, through the English people. And Janet Kay and some other artists, they brought it in. And so that was on the up and up. And so this sound music, we'd get music from different record shops and we get what you call dub plates. So a famous artist would chat on one of our records because it's vinyl them times. And they would chat, we would play it on our sound set. It'd be brand new. Everybody like, yeah, boy, yeah, 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 and loving it and loving it. So my lifestyle was just reggae
vibes, just
music.
vibes only.
Yeah, I was vibing on that. So I got nicknamed Playboy after a while because the
Right.
different girls I had. And it kind of, I don't know, looking back, it kind of made me look like I was some kind of guy that was just crazy, just want to
Not
do what I want
serious.
to do. Yeah, not didn't take me seriously. I was just going along, and if something came up, I'll be like one of the first to jump in and say, "Yeah, let's do that. Let's go and do it." And I had that leadership type of person because where I was living,
Mm,
all a lot of the parents wouldn't allow their kids to stay overnight at their houses.
hmm
But my house, 72 Rosebank, they would come and all the streets because we had a street called Rosebank, Maybank, Fernbank, and we used
hmm
to call the banks. So
Right.
people outside the area would come and visit us and all that kind of stuff. And it kind of broke, like the you had areas that people wouldn't want to walk in, but
Uh-huh.
when they came into Sudbury, they felt at home. And I think you've experienced it at my mum's house, if I
Yes. Yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
Right. The food and the home. Right. That kind of vibe. That's what I grew up in. So my house was like center point of the area. So, if he was going to gamble, it'd be my house. If he was going to watch the latest movie that hadn't been released yet,
Boxing show.
my boxing and all that, my house was center point. So I grew up with an attitude of leadership in what I would do and be like the first to do a lot of things. So attitude towards life and towards things and towards growing up was, you know, whatever. But I was serious because I qualified as a carpenter. I the girlfriend that I was engaged to, she said, pack up. I said, pack up college learning because you're not earning enough money. She wants to buy a place. I said, no, 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 forget that. I'm going to get qualified.
Mm,
So any youngster out there and you're getting distracted by any female, just keep going, keep going, keep going. I got qualified. We broke up because she wanted to carry on with her life. And years down the road, after she got married and everything, and she'll be calling me to want to come to our house to do work on our house. Can you believe that?
wow.
And I said, no, no. I gave her someone else's number and played safe. And so I didn't go. I sent my friend to go and do work there. But anyway, what I'm getting at is the whole, I don't know if I can get you to understand the whole mindset of myself
Mm,
was it was still I used to help people back then and try and help them, get on their feet and this, that, and the other. And but it was too much of no proper direction.
mm,
I didn't have like proper direction.
That's quite
And then
interesting, especially because you're the last born and you had so many brothers, and I think I know some of them. So
yeah,
how come that was the case then?
because I saw how they failed in, in their areas. I saw like their failure here, this and that, and
Hmm.
at the time, I'll tell you a quick story. At the time, I moved with just black people, never
Right.
moved with white, right? So it, we moved. We had a few white guys that come around us, but it mainly black people.
Hmm.
So our attitude was, you don't go out with a white girl. We're talking 1987, by the way,
Wow.
right? Don't go out with white people. You stick with your blackness, because when you have a child, the child will, and you're keeping the culture and you're keeping everything in the bloodline and keeping everything going with the same color. So I used to run up my mouth with my friends, say, yeah, man, me into the black woman, I'm not into all them different women. You know what I mean? It's
Mm.
got to be. And then what happened? My older brother goes out with this white girl,
Mm.
and that just messed up a lot of things.
That changed everything.
It changed everything. So personally, for me, I had to learn about her. So I would hang out with them, spend time with them, and I kind of accepted it. I had no choice, accepted it. And I just saw things. My other brother's a Rasta. The other brother was into banking and started reading his book. And
Yeah, yeah.
I was just, I don't know.
So, so, so that was just you, just a viber. You were just literally just the one they call before the party starts, basically. You just the guy who connected everyone to everyone. So what then in that space? Because you obviously said, like, as in you were enjoying your youth in the world. What then got you to a place where you said somehow, or who is God? Like what drew you to the gospel, basically?
So my life was college, sound system, go listen to sound, and roller skating. So if my friends were looking for me, they
Hmm.
know where they know where to find me. I was roller skating like 3 times a week in Harrow Religious Centre, Hammersmith, and some other places, Northampton, Reading.
Right.
They would know where to find me. So I had a brother that went missing for about a week and a half, and I'm wondering, where's this brother? So two other brothers came to the skating ring and started witnessing to me,
Wow.
and they told me that your friend here, he's got saved. And I'm like, I don't know what saved. What are you talking
So this
about?
was
What?
at a skating ring, and literally someone
Yeah,
just approached you. Wow.
yeah. But my friend came with this brother.
Hmm.
My friend got saved, and then the brother came in with him and discussed it with me, and said, broke it down, explained what salvation was and everything. And I was like, well, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me.
Hmm.
That's it. I went down to the church. I prayed, accepted Christ into my life. I walked out the church, and I said, later, I ain't going back there again. They're talking some strange language, man. I ain't going back there. So I went home and picked up my spliff with my friend from next door.
Hmm.
And then next thing, this spliff tasted disgusting,
Wow.
nasty. And I remember looking at the guy and I said, listen, don't ever, ever give me that again. Looked him right in the
Wow.
face. Don't
Really?
don't bring that near me again. And I've not touched a spliff since. And then for me, I was the type of guy that once I grabbed alcohol, my dad was an alcoholic. So when I got drunk and I felt a closeness with my dad, even though my dad wasn't around me, I get drunk and I just think of him. And that's probably one of the reasons why I kept getting drunk. So when I got drunk, I got violent. I used to be violent. So it took about 2 weeks to get off that. And I said, I have to put it down. I said, that's it, no more.